Let's listen to what he had to say about the 417 message from the president and see how rioters reacted to the president's message in real time.
Well, when we were there, as soon as that come out, everybody started talking about it, and it seemed like it started to disperse, some of the crowd.
I'm here delivering the president's message. Donald Trump has asked everybody to go home. That's our order.
He says go home. He says go home.
Yeah, he said to go home.
There's so much to unpack from this latest January 6th hearing. That clip that I just showed was one of the most damning and interesting, I think, for a number of reasons, but mainly because it shows how the insurrectionists hung on Trump's every word. They were taking his tweets, his speeches, his videos, as if they were orders, direct orders from the commander-in-chief. You hear them say it. He just gave us an order. That's his order, right? Like these people, when he asked them to come to the Capitol, when he asked them to go to the Capitol, to fight like hell, they listened because they thought it was a direct order from the president to them. That's from their own words. That's how they felt. A number of these people since the January 6th have come out saying they thought that they were taking orders from the president. They were listening to what he had to say. And then after all the violence, after they beat the shit out of cops for hours, after they damaged the Capitol building, after they were threatening to kill Mike Pence and, to try to find Nancy Pelosi and other members of Congress, Trump didn't really condemn them. He said he loved them. He said they were very special. He called them patriots. It was absurd.
So go home. We love you. You're very special. You've seen what happens. You see the way others are treated that are so bad and so evil. I know how you feel. But go home and go home in peace.
And from the hearing, we also saw some really interesting behind-the-scenes footage of Trump recording a video after January 6th. A number of his staff, most of them it seems, if not all, were trying to get him to condemn the violence in pretty strong terms, but Trump wouldn't do it. And during this video where we have this behind-the-scenes footage, he gets angry multiple times. He won't say that the insurrectionists broke the law. He won't condemn them unequivocally. And apparently has a really hard time saying the word yesterday.
Addressing the heinous attack yesterday, and to those who broke the law, you will pay. You do not represent our movement. You do not represent our country. And if you broke the law, you can't say that. I'm not going. I already said you will pay. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defied the seat of justice. It's defiled, right? See, I can't see it very well. Okay, I'll do this. I'm going to do this. Let's go. But this election is now over. Congress has certified the results. I don't want to say the election's over. I just want to say Congress has certified the results without saying the election's over, okay?
But Congress is certified. Now Congress is
Yeah,
certified.
right.
Now Congress
I didn't
is
say over, so let me see. Go to the paragraph before. Okay? I would like to begin by addressing the heinous attack yesterday. Yesterday is a hard word for me.
Just take it out. The heinous attack.
Ah, good. Take the word yesterday, because it doesn't work with the heinous attack on our country. Say on our country. Want to say that?
No, keep it.
My only goal was to ensure the integrity of the vote. My only goal was to ensure the integrity of the vote.
But all in all, the hearing was a really good kind of behind-the-scenes glimpse. We heard, from two members of his staff who were there talking about how he was sitting there watching TV the whole time. A number of other people were saying how he was just watching the TV, how he wouldn't condemn the violence, how, it took so much to get him to tweet something and then eventually make this video. But all in all, I think what we really have to remember is that Trump has a strong stranglehold over the Republican Party. Not just the voters and the people who support him and wave the Trump flags, but also the members of Congress. And that hold is not getting any weaker. Members of Congress, Republicans across the country, at state legislatures, governors, etc., they're not turning on Trump. He still holds power in the Republican Party. And whether or not he runs in a couple of years, he's still the head of the party. He's setting the direction. And that's just dangerous for this country. It's dangerous not just because of who Trump is and what he represents, but that the Republican Party, one of the two main parties in our country, can be so strongly manipulated to follow one man in this cult-like manner. You have to think, what happens when the next person is just a more successful version of Trump? What is that going to mean for the country? It's quite frightening to think about what that could mean for the future of this country, for future elections, for governance. What kind of laws are they going to pass? What kind of rights are they going to try to take away? We already know that Republicans are trying to come after contraception and same-sex marriage and LGBTQ rights and privacy. It's only going to get worse. Democrats have to turn out. We have to protect the right to vote. We have to make sure that Democrats can have a majority in both the House and the Senate so we can get things done and pass these critical laws to protect these rights. It must be done.